In other words, glorified is our future home in heaven. That's a guarantee. And God already sees that by what? By the calling. As soon as he calls us, already he says, heaven is your home. And I think it's so important to recognize this because our security does not come from who we are or what we do. If that was the case, guess what? I wouldn't have any security. Our security comes from what? Who's in us. Our security comes from the Spirit. If God has given us his Spirit, it means everything else is ours. And so when we look to this, he says, if God is for us, who can be against us? And so as we look to this, now we go to verse 32, where it really begins to answer this question, how do we know that God is for us? Well, we see the supreme triumphant sacrifice of Christ because it says this in verse 32, he who did not spare his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? So keep in mind that he did not withhold. And I think it's important to see where it says in verse 32, he did not spare, the term being withhold. He did not hold back one thing.